Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Mystical. Today is 11.1 patch day, and that's very exciting. And with that comes a lot of Mistweaver changes, so I thought I'll just make a video going over it. I'm also on the PTR, so any changes that I can show in game, I'm going to try to do. And with that said, let's jump right into the video. Now, this is for both PvP and PvE. I'm going to try to give my perspective and comments about both throughout the video. So the first thing that they say is a developer note that we want to make several updates to Mistweaver, focus on smoothing out their healing rotation on varying target sizes and making it more obvious when it's optimally use offensive spells. So I'm assuming that's our damage rotation they want us to do. There's a lot of fist weaving in PvE, which is the full fist weaving. In PvP, there isn't so much of that anymore. Starting with a new talent called Emperor's Favor. So Shadeloom's gift healing is increased by 150%, and its cast time is reduced by 100%, but now only heals a single target ally. I don't think this is going to be usable in PvE that much. This is mostly going to be a PvP thing. Maybe there's potential for PvE, but I feel like the AoE healing that Shadeloom's gift has is too strong. But I think this is going to be really good for PvP. So this is this talent right here. You just need to build up a few stacks of Shadeloom's gift, and you're going to be able to press it. Again, I think this is going to be mostly used in PvP. I don't see many uses for it in PvE. It's just such a hard talent to get to as well. You're going to have to drop a few talents, but it's still nice to have. So you see Shadeloom's gift here. I'm just going to press it. It's instant, single target healing. I love that for PvP. I think it's really, really nice. One more instant heal that we need is fantastic. Damage to the Wind has been redesigned. Now reduces physical damage taken by 10% and an additional 10% every 4 seconds until you receive a physical attack. So baseline, you just get 10% physical damage reduction, which is nice for both PvP and PvE. I am going to miss the older version of it, though. Being able to dodge like scatters and rake stuns from druids and stuff like that is really nice. I'm going to be sad that that's going to be going away. But this is an additional way to obviously stay alive. So for PvP and PvE, physical damage reduced by 10% is amazing. And then in PvE, it's going to get more value because you can technically dodge physical attacks until there's one that, maybe it's unavoidable or you kind of get hit by a mechanic, but this will stack up to a lot. So this is really, really nice. It's a nice talent to have, even though I'm going to miss the other one. Jade Empowerment has been redesigned. So it increases Crackling Jade Lightning's damage by 2,500% to its primary target and cleaves 4 additional enemies at 15% effectiveness. Did they bring it 2,500? Oh, wow. So they've been doing a lot of number changing for this talent. It used to be 3,000 and then they made it 2,000 and now it's 2,500. So that is wild. This will be absolutely the go-to for Mythic Plus. No doubt in my mind, you're definitely going to play it with Jade Fire Teachings, and you're going to just crackle. It's really, really good healing. Obviously, you're going to pair this with Fist Weaving. I think there's some Blackout Kick buffs, which is really nice. So I think in Mythic Plus, you're going to be doing a lot of crackling and a lot of Fist Weaving. PvP, I actually think that this is also going to be used quite a bit. 2,500. So essentially why they're making this change, in my opinion, is that in Mythic Plus, the trash was really good, right? Before you could crack the Jade Lightning, your trash would have like 4 or 5 mobs. You could AoE heal and it was fine. But the issue was when you got to boss fights and there's only one boss to hit, your Kraken Jade Lightning is much weaker, healing for much less, and that's your primary way to heal. So I think this change is mostly due to a PvE change, making it more of a single target heal damage to anything else. But I am loving this change. So this is just a single target crackle, essentially the big one, but it's really still gonna be really nice. And you just crackle here, and you can see it's ticking for like 886k on my main target. I think when I was testing this in PvP with one of my PvP teammates, it crit for 1.1 million in PvP. So that's wild. And then obviously, of course, in PvE, you get the full chain. I think it's still nerfed in PvP. Let's see. So so it only changed to 2 additional enemies in PvP, which is a little unfortunate. In PvE, you get the full effect. So you come over here to these guys, and it should just hit everybody, which is, of course, amazing. So really good change. I welcome it. That's for sure. I don't mind that they changed this from a single target to cleave. You only have to have one boss, one mob, one enemy to hit, rather than having to wait for people to be stacked up. So I do like this change a lot. Jade Bond has been redesigned. Shikakuns now apply Envelopment Mist for 4 seconds when they expire or are consumed, and Chi-Chi's Gussamus healings increased by 20%, and Yulon's Soothing Breath healings is increased by 500%. There's a note here saying these changes to Jade Bond are intended to refocus Chi-Chi into a powerful cooldown, encourages more intentional uses. We're reducing the baseline cooldown both Celestials to account for that. I did see that. So it's somewhere down here, Celestials, your Chi-Chi and your Yulon are now 2-minute cooldown baseline. I'm going to be honest with you. I love this redesigned Jade Bond, and I love Chi Cocoons a lot. I hope that down the line they make it so Chi Cocoon is like a tier set bonus or something like extra, because I think Chi Cocoon is a really good way to make Mistweaver stronger. When it's on a choice node with Gift of the Celestials that reduces the cooldown of Chi-Ji or Yulan by 1 minute, I think it's never, I don't think it's going to be able to compete. I really don't. But I do think this is a really good talent. I think it's good. This Chi Cocoon comes from your Chi-Ji. When you press Chi-Ji, you put a Chi Cocoon on people. See? Oh, you can't see it. But they got some Chi Cocoons, which is really nice. And then those will turn to Envelop Mist once they expire. You also get Chi Cocoon from Thunder Focus to expel harm. You get a Chi Cocoon. So that's really good. But I just don't think it can compete with Gift of the Celestial, sadly. I think maybe there's some more tuning maybe for Jade Bond. This also might be good for raiding. I'm not going to lie. This could be good, but I just feel like a 1 minute Yulan or a 1 minute Chi-Ji is just too strong to give up in most aspects of WoW. Having a lower cooldown is just superior. I do like it, though. I really do like this rework to Jade Bond. I'm a big fan of it. So Jade Bond has that change. Mastery, Gust of Mist healing decreased by 10%. This is just a flat out 10% nerf to our mastery, which is kind of unfortunate. And then Yulan's Whisper. Listen to me. They gotta just remove the spell. They gotta just remove it. Yulan's Whisper healing increased by 160%. Listen to me. It's gotta go. All right, give us, put a talent here, you know, like put something else here. Maybe that's on a choice node. Let us choose something different. Yulan's, it's just never going to be good. Blackout kick damage increased by 75%. Spinning crank kick damage increased by 40%. Really good for fist weaving. This is really good for Mythic Plus. We're going to be doing a lot of damage. Rushing wind kick now increases renewing mist healing by 150%. Was 100%. So this is nice. This was when you rushing wind kick, you get a buff that increases your healing from renewing mist right here. So they buffed it from 100% to 150%. You always try to go for a rushing wind kick into renewing mist, get that bonus heal. It's really nice. Resplendent Mist now increases Gust of Mist healing by 60/120%. Was 75, 150%. So they did nerf Mistweaver, their Resplendent Mist, by a little bit here. Kind of unfortunate. I think this is going to nerf rushing wind kick build a little bit in PvP, just because a lot of your healing does come from your crane style, which heals with your mastery when you do damage. So I think there's a chance that Crackle is the go-to build this patch in PvP. And then this one just, Mana Tea now refunds 15% less mana. Come on, man. Like now I got to deal with mana again, which is a little unfortunate. Maybe I know that mana was really good for Mistweaver in PvE. It was actually pretty good in PvP too. There were some instances where you could but yeah, no, we just get nerfed by 15% of Mana Tea. Chi Cocoon's Absorb amount now scales with the cooldown of your Celestial. Oh, now 100% more effective when not using Gift of Celestial. So that's this talent right here that I was talking about. So I guess our Chi Cocoons are just less when we use our Chi-Ji, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish I could see the absorption on these people. Oh, right here. No, Chi Cocoon right here. 770,000. So it's now 100%. So it should be 1.4 million shield if we use the Jade Bond. Still, the cooldown's only 1 minute, though. So you can have two, but for the price of one. It still doesn't make sense. I feel like this is kind of an unfortunate nerf, but it's not the biggest issue. Lotus Infusion increases healing taken by 10%, was 8%. I love this talent. I really, really like Lotus Infusion. Chi Harmony is obviously insane, right? Increases healing to the target by 50% in PvP or PvE in raiding, and then PvP it's 25%. I don't know. You're not gonna be able to compete. Lotus Infusion probably should just, I don't know. I don't think it comes close. I've tried it. I thought maybe it'd be good in RBGs, but I don't think so. I don't think it stands a chance really against Chi Harmony. Jade Fire Awakening now causes Blackout Kick to cleave to 2 additional enemies at 20% effectiveness, was 70%. So that is these talents right down here. These are the full fist weaving talents. A lot of people at Mythic Plus are probably gonna be using this talent as well. You could probably even use it for raiding. I think I raided a little bit with it, but yeah, these spells right here. So I guess they buffed your Blackout Kick damage, but they nerfed the damage from your cleave. So not terrible. Maybe it evens out in some way, but still not awful. Not awful. So the cooldowns of Chi-Ji and Yulan are now baseline 2 minutes. I completely forgot that they were 3-minute cooldown this whole time. This right here, this change is interesting. it's weird. I'm not gonna lie. So Chi now causes 3 gust and miss per target was 1, but only activates once per blackout kick and rushing wind cast. So you get more healing when you do damage, right? So when you do damage, you're gonna kick up more gust and miss, which is your mastery. So you do more healing from there, but you're gonna get less stacks of Chi, so you can't get a lot of instant enveloping mist. So I'll show you what that means. So right now on live, if I Chi and rushing wind kick and it hits 3 targets, I get instant enveloping mist. I get 3 stacks of Chi, and then I can get an instant enveloping mist. What they're changing is you can't get more than 1 stack of Chi per blackout kick or rushing wind kick. So I'll show you. Do damage, Chi here, and then I rushing wind kick, and I only get 1 stack of Chi. On live right now, I would have gotten 3, and I need to blackout kick here, and there we go. There's a Chi. So I think this won't impact PvE that much. I really don't. I think in PvE, you're already blackout kicking a lot. You're already, so you're gonna be able to get your 3 stacks of Chi, relatively quickly. I would say nothing too crazy. In PvP, this actually does change a little bit. In PvP, we heavily rely on being able to press Chi, rushing wind kick in, instant enveloping mist, and then enveloping mist somebody. You're not gonna be able to do that anymore. I think what you're gonna have to try to do in PvP is you're gonna try to you kind of want to get some stacks of Tiger Palm or Chi of the Monastery, and then Chi, and then you're gonna maybe want to like rushing wind kick and then blackout kick to reset it, and then rushing wind kick and try to get an instant enveloping mist that way. Otherwise, you're just gonna fall. I don't know if you're gonna fall behind in healing, but since our mastery got nerfed, our resplendent mist got nerfed, our burst healing I feel like is gonna go kind of lower. I'm not gonna lie. So Chi here, rushing wind kick, you get 1 stack of Chi, and then you're gonna blackout kick, get 3 stacks of Chi into a rushing wind kick on the reset. So that's what I think you're gonna do for PvP. Just try to blackout kick a little bit more. PvE, I don't think this impacts you that much. I think you're just getting. I think it's a decent healing buff for PvE, right? You get more healing without with less globals, which is nice. So just less instant enveloping mist during Chi window, I would say. Shaylun's gift talent location has been moved to above the final talent gate. It now connects with Focus Thunder. Really good change here. So right now on live, Shaylun's gift is right here. So it counts towards your points down here, but you don't need to do that anymore. So you're able to get Shaylun's gift before having to get these 2 talents down here, which is really a really nice change. I think that this is going to help us out with talents quite a bit. I still hate that you have to get 2 other talents to make Shaylun's gifts like really good, but still really good place for it. I'm happy they moved it up rather than kept it down below. Fix the issue that caused envelopment mist caused by Misty Peaks or Jade Bond to cancel Celestial Conduit. That's weird. Fix the issue that sometimes a lot of spells will be cast during Manatee's channel. Did we have to? Mending Proliferation now prefers players. I actually don't mind that change a lot. I love Mending Proliferation. I would sometimes see it go on like pets. So don't mind that. This is Mending Proliferation, probably used in raiding more than like Mythic Plus or PvP, but I still like it a lot. I don't know what this is, but that's kind of a wild spell right there. That's crazy. Next up, these are our hero talents. So Celestial Conduit damage increased by 322%. That is, whenever you make big numbers like that, I hope that they know what they're doing. All right, let's see. So I'm just gonna press Celestial Conduit. We'll just see what happens, huh? Let's see how much damage we do. 1.5 million. 1.5 million. That is wild. Okay. I mean, I'm only in season 1 gear as well, so it's probably going to hit for more too. But that damage increase is kind of crazy. I don't mind it though. Next up, Heart of the Jade Serpent now triggers on every cast of Shaylun's gift and scales its duration with the number of clouds consumed. This is a beautiful change. I love this a lot. The goal for this change is to reduce the amount of tracking required to optimally use Heart of the Jade Serpent. I freaking love it. So what this means is currently on live, you would only get this. Where's my hero talent? You would only get this buff if you got 10 or 20 stacks of Heart of the Jade Serpent from your Shaylun's gift, which was always super annoying to track and just got honestly just annoying, really. But now you're able to, even with 2 stacks of Shaylun's gift, I'm going to get a buff that reduces the cooldown, that the duration changes based on how many stacks I use. So if I use Shaylun's gift at 3 stacks, boom, I get Heart of the Jade Serpent, looks like for 3 seconds, which is Just amazing. Honestly, this is a really, really good change. Really smooths out Mistweaver a lot. I'm a big fan of this change a lot. I like it. August Dynasty no longer has a proc cooldown. So where's August Dynasty? Right here. Yeah, so this one, this is a wild change, by the way. So casting Jadefire Stomp increases the damage or healing of your next Rising Sun Kick by 30% or Vivify by 50%, which is kind of crazy. I wonder if you could Fistweaver the Rushing Wind Kick in PvP. You know, so we do this and we get a buff, and then we Rushing Wind Kick. Boom. 1.7 million. That's crazy. For PvP, or that's for PvP. For PvE, obviously you're not going to be playing Rushing Wind Kick. You're going to be playing Jadefire Teachings, and this is just nice. What essentially all you're going to want to do is whenever you cast your Jadefire Stomp, just make sure you Rising Sun Kick, or, you know, you could use your Vivify for instant healing or for bigger healing, but for the most part you're gonna be using it for your Rising Sun Kick. Get the big buff to do more damage from your Rising Sun Kick, and then just do damage with it, and you're gonna do a ton more healing. For Master of Harmony, Overwhelming Force damage decreased to 5% was 15%. Let me see. Overwhelming Force. I'm not really seeing a situation here. Let me see. Overwhelming Force. Oh, I know what that one is. This one right here, yeah. So Rising Sun Kick, Blackout Kick, and Tiger Palms deals 5% damage to enemies in front of you. Yeah, that's fine. That's completely fine. I didn't even think this was much of an issue, but maybe it's an issue for PvE. For PvP, it's not an issue. This is like this thing right here, the little thing that shoots forward. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting nerf. I don't really know. Maybe in PvE, you were doing a little bit too much damage over there. I don't know, but yeah, for PvP, this wasn't much of an issue. And then for PvP, there are some changes as well. So Absolute Serenity PvP talent has been updated. Now prevents all crowd control. Was in caps, disorient, snares, or roots. So this is crazy. They're really pushing Conduit of the Celestial's hero talent. I think it's because Master of Harmony is so powerful. That's pretty much what everyone played. Having 2 Charge of Thunder Focus Tea is amazing. But this talent right here, where is it? Absolute Serenity. So Celestial Conduit now prevents all crowd control for its duration. Now, you know me. I'm always here for the outplays. I love this. I don't know if it lasts long enough. I wish Celestial Conduit range wasn't 20 yards. But I don't know. Maybe there's a chance that this could be played with that talent, and you could just, like, with the damage buffs and all that, you could immune CC. It kind of reminds me of Fleshcraft from Shadowlands, really, that allows you to immune CC. There's a chance you could just immune a blind, right? Or if you're about to get CC'd, you could just use it. Or if you need to buy time. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think this is a really good PvP change. I don't know if Conduit of the Celestials is going to be the go-to. Maybe it will be. But this talent is much better than what it is now. For the Mistweaver only, there's a new talent called Feather Feet. You may now cast while moving during Lighter Than Air, and it now lasts 4 seconds. Okay, so Lighter Than Air is here. Feather Feet, you can now cast while moving during Lighter Than Air, and its duration is now 6 seconds. All right, well now... All right, so I don't know which one's right, but we're about to find out. So we should get Lighter Than Air, and it lasts 6 seconds, and then you could Thunder Focus Tea, like, crackle and move. Crackle and move. It's a very from testing it, it's a very weird to have a talent like this, just because first of all you need to have Chi Torpedo, and it's going to give you a buff, and then you need to have like healing ready. I don't know. I think it's not insane like at all. I think it's nice. But yeah, it's not the best. It really isn't. I like it, but I wish that they would just give us a PvP talent that lets us move while channeling Soothing Mist. That's pretty much it. I think this is, first of all, it has to compete with all of our other PvP talents, and Mistweaver might have a lot of weaknesses, but PvP talents is not one of them. I would say I'm swapping PvP talents almost every game. Feather Feet will not stand a chance against Peace Weaver, Zen Spheres, Disarm, Zen Focus Tea, Eminence. Like, it just doesn't stand a chance. So I don't think Feather Feet will see much play. A lot of people don't even play Lighter Than Air. I play Lighter Than Air in Clash, and most people don't even play these. So it is what it is. Maybe one day Feather Feet will turn into, maybe you could channel Soothing Mist while moving. You know, that would be fantastic. But until then, I don't think this talent's going to see much play. Alpha Tiger's been removed. So this was whenever you Tiger Palmed a new target, you got like a 20% haste buff. Kind of tragic. Kind of good for Fist Weaving. Fist Weaving's kind of dead in PvP. So no one's really used it, so it won't be missed. The haste was nice from it though. And then something I do want to note that I don't see in the patch notes is that Paralysis now has a threshold when you incap them, so it doesn't break instantly. This guy is hitting the dummy. I'm going to just incap it. Oh, well. It didn't break instantly. All right. He's doing his damage rotation. He didn't do it instantly. But I believe the threshold is like 350k damage, which actually isn't a lot because going into season 2, our health pools are going to be like 14 million. So having a 350k threshold is not that insane, but it's still nice to have. I think you could still like do a few tiger palms on somebody with incap and it won't break. I think other CC, I think trap and polymorph have gotten the same. So if I incap here and I tiger palm, it doesn't break. I even procced a Shrine too and it didn't break. So this is a very welcome change. This is actually a really good buff for Mistweaver, mostly because my incaps break instantly. Like someone blows on somebody with incap and it breaks. So really happy with this change. Overall, I'm really happy with the changes to Mistweaver. I think for PvP and PvE, Mistweaver is going to be looking pretty good. I'm kind of happy with all these changes. It's really nice. We're getting a lot of love this expansion, which is amazing. I think with the Mastery nerfs and Resplendent Mist nerf, I think that the go-to build for PvP will be Crackle. I actually do. Yeah, with the now that it's single target damage and the damage is actually competitive with Rushing Wind Kick, I think that you're mostly going to be playing Crackle. That's just my opinion. I just think that's what's going to be. And then for PvE, I think you're still going to be fist weaving and you're going to be playing ancient Jadefire Teachings with Crackle. Just the go-to. Same build I've been using pretty much last season 2 is pretty much what you'll be playing. So that is it for me. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I am more than happy to answer any questions you might have. And that's it. Hope everyone has a fantastic rest of the day. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you later.